What's going on, people? I'm Nas here.
I'm Jabir, and welcome to the Fully Grown Podcast.
Welcome.
We don't really have an intro because we just started, but we'll think of something soon. But this is our first episode, so bear with us whilst we get a few more things in the works. But what's today's episode about?
Yeah, today's episode is a very, very important topic, actually, bro. Very important topic we've spoken about a lot, and we are actually very passionate in actually speaking on it now, which is good. So it's about, the topic today is pride and status is killing our people.
And it is literally killing our people.
It really is, bro, isn't it?
Yeah. So
to start off with, all right, I'll give you a scenario. Pride and status, yeah. So we come from an Asian community, we're Bengali, and as you know yourself, bro, coming from a city where we come from, one of the biggest cities in the world, London, there's a lot of pride and status. So in our community, unfortunately, let's say we go to a wedding now. We haven't seen an uncle in 10, 15 years. Now, the uncle's going to come up to you, be like, oh, yeah, okay, mashallah, look how big you've gone, look how handsome you've gone. All right, cool, yeah, you appreciate that. Thank you, uncle. Second question, what do you do for work?
Yeah.
How much money do you make?
What car do you
What
drive?
do you drive?
Oh, bro, always, what car do you drive?
Yeah, and I know so, the bottom line is, I know so many great people, regardless of their job, regardless of what they drive, regardless of whatever they do, however much they earn, what is it about this whole status thing and pride as well? And yeah, I met a cousin in a wedding. I met an uncle at the wedding, and my uncle came and spoke to me, and I've got a cousin, so he didn't really have a conversation with my cousin.
Right.
But my cousin was very nice to him, spoke to him, same I spoke to my uncle. Salam, how are you? Are you okay? But my uncle was taking more kind of interest, you could say, a bit more to, I don't know, and then, and then my cousin would came up to me and was like, oh, is everything alright? Like, how comes uncle? I was like, bro, I don't know. And we did know after anyway, and so that really actually got to me, bro, because what it is that, bro, I know so many, obviously I'm a counsellor, so I work with a lot of people with mental health, and a lot of people suffer from mental health because they're not confident in themselves, bro.
Yeah, and I guess it's because they're subject to that level of, I guess, scrutiny, especially like people like us from the South Asian community. We know firsthand, and of course it's the same for, there's so many ethnic minority communities that are probably going through the exact same thing, where it's like, if you're not on a certain level of job, certain level of you drive this or you do this, then you're
looked at differently.
You're least favoured, so people, they develop problems from that, like serious problems, like anxiety, they don't want to speak to people, so many things, innit?
100%, yeah, bro. Like, depression, mental health, a lot of it actually stems from you not being confident in yourself, in your own skin, in your own mind. And it's really sad, bro. Like, and this is why both me and we're so passionate about talking about this. There was another scenario where one of my neighbors, actually, so he's a bin man. He's such a great guy, bro. He's got 4 kids, provides for his kids, full-time dad, loving husband. Him and his missus, they go holidays often. They're lovely, and he's very happy, bro. He's a very happy guy. Celebrate, they're very family orientated. And he actually told me as well, this was last year actually, and he told me he had a conversation with his father-in-law, and his father-in-law is very you could say kind of old school minded in a sense where he looks at you for what you kind of do,
not really as a person, just on paper.
So what's crazy is what's crazy is my neighbour's brother, his brother is the complete opposite to him. Like, in terms of his brother's not got morals in terms of family orientated. celebrating what they celebrate, looking after the kids. He's more so, he's got a career, a good career, but he's not got kids. He's always getting into trouble. But he was telling me how his father speaks to him more than himself because of his job.
Yeah.
And again, it's a pride and status thing. And he was really down about it. And you know what? I never see my neighbour down, you know. I've known my neighbour for 5 years. And like seeing him upset, like upset me a lot. Like I just sat with him, had a conversation with him for a long time. And you know, it was like, it's really sad, bro. Like he's such a good man. His morals are there, principles.
Yeah.
And bro, why can't we look at someone for ultimately morals, principles and mindset and put everything else away?
And you know what? That is so good you said that, because you know how they say comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah.
You know, bro, even you, yeah, both of us, we could name so many times, yeah. How many times have you been compared to one cousin, and that cousin's done nothing to you, yeah. But because that cousin's been compared to you so much, you demonize that cousin in your head. He suddenly like you're up. Like, you don't want to go near him now. He's like, you see competing with him in your head, bro. And
definitely.
Like,
how many times has that happened to us? Definitely.
Oh, bro.
And it's sad on the cousin, ain't it?
Yeah.
How many times in your head have you thought bad?
But you know what's so mad, yeah? They're going through the same thing the other way.
Yeah, exactly.
And like, for example, I was chatting to one of my friends, yeah, and I've known him since we were the age of 4, all the way from nursery. We went through primary, secondary, all the way up to uni, yeah. And I was chatting to him, and I told him how my mum used to compare me to him, saying, "Oh, look at him. He studies all the time. He's bare smart. Look at you." And then he said, "Bro, my mum used to do the same thing with you. Like, he used to say, like, look at Jabber. He's a smart one." And that made me think, wow, like this comparison is so deep rooted in South Asian culture, because he's South Asian as well. That like, it's not exclusive to us. Like, everyone is going through that same thing, and we have to, you know, break that stereotype.
100%.
And I was telling you that as well. You see, this new generation, yeah, we're better than the old generation, I'd say. We're getting better, but we still have a long way to go in terms of, you know, being
we're
that
breaking
change.
that stem.
Yeah, we have to be the change, basically. Yeah,
we do have to be the change. And adding on to what you said, completely agree with you. I'm sure you've had moments where and the opposing cousin as well, where stop comparing me to this cousin, rare, and they've probably had the same, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be, bottom line, man.
Yeah,
it shouldn't be that, because I'll be real with you, I work with a lot of people much older than me, and age is nothing but a number. However, it comes with wisdom and intelligence and life experience. And there's the people that are actually, I know some people that they are around other people that don't look at pride, status, etc. They've got just a job that makes them happy, simple life, car, family, whatever it is, or whatever they enjoy doing, they do. But they are ultimately very happy. And that's what it is. It shouldn't be that at all. Pride, status. So, bro, okay, I got some friends, yeah. We're all at that age, innit? Like, I've got friends that I'll be real, I'm 28, so yeah, I just turned 20
years.
Yeah, I just turned 20 years. Mad,
yesterday.
Yeah, it was good, yeah. But you know what? I don't even care about birthdays, too tough. But alhamdulillah, bro,
obviously
lost so many people on the way, man.
Yeah.
But more time, what it is that I got a lot of friends now that got Rolexes, and nice cars, you could say. But that's for them. Ultimately, what I'm trying to get at is, you're gonna get someone coming up to the friend that's got a Rolex and a nice car, but then you've got another person that's got a normal car and he might not have a Rolex, but he's a great person, and people are judging it off that, like an item and a car. Again, what is that? A Rolex is normal to go get, bro. You can get a normal Rolex for what, 10 bags? 5 bags?
Probably
15, 20, whatever it is, but obviously when you hit a certain age, yeah, you can go get yourself whatever you want. Everyone's got a career, work or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got some friends that like expensive things. I've got some friends that enjoy maybe spending more money on health stuff. For me, that's me, like gym, boxing, I spend on, you know, vitamins or nutrients or
Yeah,
food.
yeah.
I like that, and
100%.
you're quite similar, aren't you? But we should all basically be equal. We should all look at everyone equally, bro. And I'm so passionate in when I say that. Like, why do you need to look at someone higher than the other person because of an item, a Rolex, a car? Why do you need to look at someone for a career? Going back to my neighbor, going back to our cousins, and yeah, we need to put a stop to this. And like you said, it's slowly getting better. It needs to. We need to raise more awareness, man. So I hope if you are watching this, like, just I hope you can maybe even 1% take something away in terms of, you know, rate that person the same as you rate the other person. You don't know that person's background, their life, like, to even put even an instinct on it or a judgment of any sort.
Yeah, and I was gonna add to that. Yeah, the whole relating back to the whole point of this episode, pride and status. Yeah, when people go through these, shall we say, disparities in their life. Yeah, and you've probably had similar conversation with the man them. And I've had this conversation with one of my boys where I was like, this is one of my goals in life here. Before I get married, before I have children one day, inshallah, I want to seriously go through counselling. And for some people, unfortunately, they're raised in a way where it's like, oh, counselling is, you have the man then, why do you need counselling? And a lot of people don't understand it, and it comes down to that pride, that status, where it's like, oh, I'm a man, I can't speak to a stranger about my problems. I'm a man, I'll bottle it up, I'll firm it. But guess what? This is exactly the same reciprocal culture they have again and again. You're gonna breed your hate into your children, and it'll keep going, innit?
Big
And
facts.
that's what's happened to, unfortunately, people like us, and will continue to happen. So to add to that, I'd just say our generation, we're doing well, but we still have so much pride and status, man. And especially mandem, I'm sure you can relate to this as well. They think of their pride and status in a way where it's like they're invincible. They can't go through anything. And like, I guess that's why we're here.
Very true.
Like, the reason this is called fully grown is because we're having them fully grown conversations,
Yes, bro.
that the mandem might not have.
Big
And
facts.
exactly, that's why we're here, innit?
Yeah, 100%. I come from alright, so we come from the hood, yeah, from where we're from, innit? And obviously everyone's got a background. If you're from the hood, you know sometimes you get put into situations where you can't control circumstances. So basically, the people that know, innit? So me coming from the streets originally, I've got friends that are doing whatever they're doing. They're still my friends, yeah? And, you know, it's very common. But they're around friends in the ends where they act, like you said, bro, tough to an extent where they can't go and have a conversation. And with me being out the ends, I still get all my mandem calling me from the hood. Every so often they're having a convo with me for an hour. We're catching up for an hour every Sunday maybe, and they're just telling me what they're going through mentally, physically. And bro, it's a beautiful thing for me, because from the jump, from back in the day, bro, from 10 years ago, it was like, for me, it was like, it should be so, it's a beautiful thing, expressing yourself, bro. You should be
100%.
able to express yourself, bro.
Yeah.
And I rate what you just said, bro. I rate it so highly. And for those that don't know, sorry. Yeah, I'm a counsellor myself for mental health. So I work with a lot of people that go through trauma, anxiety, all the way down to depression, a lot of things. And I love my work and I love helping people. But more so, I get a jump and a thrill and a satisfaction of, for example, a client I had, literally this was last week, bro. He served a 10-year bird, so he done 10 years in jail, come out, and he's fell out with a lot of his old mandem, and he's gone through a lot of mental health issues. In terms of like depression, neglect, trauma, that he still has bottled up where he needs to let it out. He had a conversation with me, a session with me for 2 hours. So I don't do 1 hour sessions, I do as long as you need to. And he goes, that's the best conversation he's ever had, where someone's not judged him. Number one, judged him for what he's gone through. And number two, he goes, why is it a thing, bro, where I can't go and speak to someone else and let out my emotions? Like,
Exactly.
And men, big men, I just want to say this, bro, because I'm passionate about this. You're actually a big man to come out and talk on your emotions, you know. You're actually a big man.
100%.
Even women. And bro, look at the suicide rate for men, bro.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. And
mad.
That's why we're here, innit? Like, we're only going to be able to contribute so much.
Yeah.
But we're so passionate about that point of men need to speak.
Yeah.
And we need to have them conversations.
Yeah.
So, bro, you just being a counsellor, yeah, like a mental health counsellor in the South Asian community is already a huge step.
Yeah.
Because I don't know a lot of mental health counsellors in the South Asian community, full stop, let alone men.
100%.
So,
yeah, and a lot of people do say that, but like, yeah, man, like I've always wanted to create that barrier. Like, you know when people say create a change you want to see in the world, I've not stopped. Like, even yourself, we both do that line of work where you're always uplifting your
100%.
people as well. So you're in the calisthenics,
like the whole
just fitness in general,
fitness,
and content,
brotherhood, content.
Exactly, and you're always trying to uplift people, aren't you?
Yeah, like I'll give you
mental health as well, physical health.
Yeah, like for me, so you'd probably get more the messages of, oh, I'm going through this, I'm going through that.
Yeah.
I think for me, the messages I always get is, how do I get started with gym, or how do I get started with, or how can I improve my diet? And for me, like, I'm happy to answer them questions, of course. Obviously, there are people that take the piss a bit, or it's like, I know you get this all the time here. People message you like, what, bro, can you give me a diet plan?
Bro,
them ones, bro.
They don't even say, can you give me a diet plan, bro? They'll say, they'll send me a video, I'm eating this. What's next?
Oh,
right.
Yeah, I hear you. The one I get all the time, yeah. Well, not all the time.
Not even asking me.
I used to get is what's your program? And like, I'm not a coach or expert or anything, yeah, so I'm not like gatekeeping, but obviously my program's custom to me, so I'm not just gonna just like dish it out, or yeah, do this, do that. So, but obviously I do get the occasional like younger generation that messaging me like, oh bro, like for example, I put out the 1 year calisthenics transformation on my YouTube.
Yeah, that's that. Guys, make sure, what was your YouTube channel, bro?
Jay Still Working. Follow that.
That's the best. I'm not saying this because my brother. I'm telling you now. Actually, look up to my brother. He's my younger brother, and we should actually look up to all our siblings,
100%.
no matter what age. It doesn't matter if someone knows this, someone knows that. Just say anyway. Go check
Drop
his
your pride,
channel, bro. Go check his transformation now, guys. So I had to plug that.
Well, yeah, I posted that, and I had a few people messaging me, alhamdulillah, like 16, 17-year-olds, where it's like they just started Cali, because Cali's becoming like a small trend now, and they messaged me like, oh bro, I really liked your video. I want to get better at, I don't know, pull-ups, for example. So obviously I told them really basic advice, because basic is best, right? Yeah, so I'll tell them basic advice, like, nutrition, plan, make sure you sleep enough, write down your goals, very, very basic things, but that helps them. And that, for me, I feel like I'm uplifting someone, helping someone a little bit. And even in the gym, like, people come up to me, how do I do a muscle up, how do I do this, that? I'm happy to help them. And even if your expertise is not listening to people's problems, you can still be a change in your own way.
100%.
Like, you can, if you're good at, for example, bricklaying, for example, you might be able to help someone build their house if they're having problems with it, whatever it is.
Absolutely.
You're never too small or too big to make a change.
Absolutely.
And that's the message we want to bring across.
Absolutely, yeah. Everyone's got their own skill set. Everyone's got their own flaws. No one's perfect, but we shouldn't judge anyone's imperfections, number one. Number two, everyone, again, just repeating that, everyone's got strengths. So your strengths, like you just said, bro, try and initiate your strengths into helping other people.
Exactly.
And make the change in the world, because we are slowly, like you said, bro, this generation is slowly now breaking that.
Breaking it, yeah.
I've even been like seeing quite a few music artists as well, coming from the streets and made a change in their music and that, talking about mental health, and that's not really been done. I've not heard that. Only this year actually started hearing a few rappers and they're speaking on that mental health. It's good, isn't it? So You know, whatever you do, you know, they're putting it in whatever their work is, and it's raising awareness, isn't it?
Whatever your line of work is,
exactly.
Focus on that.
So to end the episode, we could say, thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. Make sure you tune in, because trust me, this podcast is different. I'm telling you that now, 1,000,000%.
Yeah,
you're not gonna hear conversations like you hear on our channel. And we keep it 100 with anything we say. On top of that as well, again, if you've got a cousin, you got a friend, someone suffering from mental health, I just want to end it with a little saying that we're going to do every episode, and you can add on to it, bro. The saying is, it's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. So that's
a good one, Yeah, I don't really have much to add to that, but just
being nice it doesn't help. Does it?
It doesn't cost you a thing, and in general, man, just drop your pride. That's one of the main takeaways. Pride and status. Drop your pride. Learn things from the younger generation,
the older generation.
Yeah, just everyone. Walks of life, man.
We're all students, you could say, in a room.
Yeah,
in a sense.
we're all growing.
We're all a work in progress, and we're all trying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Like we said, there's going to be a lot more episodes out, a lot more real conversations, real life scenarios. So just make sure you stick around, and we'll see you in the next episode. Take care.
Take care, guys. Thank you for watching.